I'm pacing in the vacant in the space where every whisper ricochets like a razor in the cave up in the haze. I'm chasing silhouettes of sentiments to slip again whenever I get tempted. Grip the remnants of a yesterday. I'm breaking in the aching, never vacant, heart to shaking like a basement in an earthquake of unspoken pain. I'm tracing constellations in the darkness of my thoughts, hoping maybe one will spark enough to carve a lane. I'm fading in the grayscale, face pale, rain veil, trying not to derail while the wind wails through my rib cage. I'm praying for a signal in the static of the night, but the silence only amplifies the panic in my rib frame. I'm tangled in the language of abandonment, the manuscript of vanishing companionship that never learned to stay. I'm stranded in a labyrinth of shadows where the echoes of my past selves gather just to laugh at my mistakes. I'm dragging every fragment of my shattered in the atlas through the madness like a phantom with a cracked face. I'm staggering through memories that flicker like a film reel, melting in the furnace of regret and fractured pathways. I'm battling the rattle of the hollow in my mirror while the shallow breath unravels like a frayed lace. I'm grappling with galaxies collapsing in my chest cavity, gravity grabbing me savagely in a tight brace. I'm wrangling the gates of my fate with the faith that's free, trying to navigate a maze made of heartbreak. I'm staggering through static, automatic panic patterns scattered like glass shards across a mindscape. I'm mapping out the madness with a pen dipped in sadness, crafting every stanza like a bandit through the landscape. I'm gasping in the vastness of a blackness that expands past planets, grasping at a fragment of a handshake. I'm asking for a chance to feel the warmth of human contact, but the contrast hits harder than a back break. I'm asking the facade of calm, but the storm itself performs like a swarm of hornets in a glass cage. I'm cast into a world of Roman nomads, so cold is the snow cap, no roadmap, just a slow drag through a long ache. I'm fast with the flow, but the loneliness grows like a ghost in my bones that composes my whole shape. I'm wrapped in the raps of a vast as a fan and companion dancing in the gaps of my hope's frame. I'm trapped in a pattern of scattered thoughts that shatter like a ladder made of glass in a hurricane. I'm snapping under pressure like a tether stretched forever, severed by the weather of a hard train. I'm tapping on the walls of my chest like a tenant trying to vamp, but the echo never sends back a name. I'm splashing through the fabric of the silence with the violent kind of quiet that defies what my mind claims. I'm flashing back to nights when the light in my life felt bright, now it's dim like a flicker in a dying flame. I'm asking why the sky inside my eyes is always crying, why the horizon keeps hiding behind a gray haze. I'm passing through the ashes of my passion, trying to fashion something lasting from the fragments of my pain. I'm clashing with the shadows that harass me, grasp me, drag me through the black sea of my own brain. I'm gasping for a breath in the depths of a chest that's compressed by the stress of a loneliness I can't shake. I'm crashing like a wave on a cave walk, braving a call, but all I get is the fall of another blank day. I'm slamming syllables like doors in a corridor with metaphors, hoping one will open to a warm place. I'm scrambling for a handle on the metal of my sanity, but gravity keeps dragging me into a dark state. I'm rambling through the labyrinth of abandonment, an incantation just to anchor down my heart rate. I'm grappling with the fact that every act, the connection I enact seems to crack when the past aches. I'm channeling in the phantom of companionship I never had, trying to stitch it to the fabric of my landscape. I'm unraveling the tapestry of tragedy that wraps around my anatomy like a bandage made of heartbreak. I'm hammering my anguish in a language that an anguish be the canvas where the pain breaks. I'm staggering through patterns of scattered chatter, trying to gather what matters before the day fades. I'm dragging my shadow like a battle scarred saddle through a battlefield rattled by the weight of my mistakes. I'm chaining through the chaining of the haunted voices taunting me, flaunting every flaw I can't escape. I'm dancing with the essence of affection like a weapon pointed at my chest with every breath I take. I'm scanning for a landing in the canyon of my thoughts, but the dark keeps expanding like a tidal wave. I'm stranded in the vastness of a planet made of sadness, trying to manage, but the damage never vacates. I'm frantic in the static of a manic in a panic, trying to land it, but the landing gear is half-baked. I'm frantic with the annex of a mind that's acrobatic, but collapses when the loneliness cascades.